It's just like, who would talk about mass murder that way? I mean, it's like talking about slavery, and you're like, well, I just think overall this is an inefficient way to get cotton. And you're like, Jesus, dude, like, and you're head abolition.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're going to enjoy today's video and want more content like this, then feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get right into things. At an event Dave Smith was invited to, he spoke about Obama, and while he had some pretty complimentary things to say about the former president's reign in office, he mentions things that Obama excelled at while he was in charge.
Speaking, I do think Obama is great at lots of things. Like killing people with sky robots. He's amazing at that. He's clean. He's like best ever, I would say. Spending money, he's like a god. He's like, it's like spending other people's money. He's like MJ in '96, like just untouchable.
Yeah, as you can tell, this was Dave Smith being an absolute joker. Clearly, he wasn't too thrilled about Obama, and he was just sending quite a lot of shots Obama's way, and the people in attendance seemed to be loving it. Next up, we've got Dave Smith again doing some of his stand-ups, and here he explains how addicted he's become to the internet. So he then shares a funny story about a day where he lost the internet for a whole day, and explains how hard it was for him to go through that.
Like a month ago, I lost internet access for 24 hours, a full day with no internet, and it was brutal. It was like the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my entire life. Like, my grandfather fought in World War II, and I'm just glad he was not alive to see the suffering. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been very hard for him.
The United States has been in quite a lot of debt for quite a lot of time, and many Americans have been wondering what on earth the country will do to pay off the debts, or if they'll ever find a way to do so. Well, Americans don't need to ask that question anymore. Dave Smith has the perfect solution.
You just can't solve them. Like, the debt, that's a big one that people bring up all the time. Like, the debt, like, we have almost $17 trillion in debt. And I'll tell you right now, here's the answer to the debt in America, okay? Just remember that you heard it here first, all right? Here's the answer to the debt in America. We're not going to pay it. That's the answer. We're never going to pay it.
Dave Smith was a guest on a show that aired on Fox, and in the show they talked politics, and on this particular day, they were talking about Hillary Clinton's campaign. Here we found out about Dave's views on Hillary Clinton, and then he also made up a very funny and ridiculous scenario. Just hear it for yourself.
She is now.
It is.
I did not realize it was going to be this much fun to watch her campaign implode. This is incredible. I actually think it is constitutional. He's allowed to be vice president.
Yeah.
Could he be vice president, then kill Hillary Clinton, and then pardon himself as president?
He could only be president.
Next up, during one of Dave Smith's stand-ups, he made a joke about getting old. He tells a story about something that happened to make him realize he was old. But during this story, he happened to be at a school, and well, an adult man at a school may give the wrong impression, so he quickly had to set the record straight with everyone.
You ever have a moment in your life where you realize you're a grown-up, like in one moment? You're like, wow, I am no longer a kid. It happened to me the other day, all right? I was walking down the street, and I happened to walk down the block of a high school, and it was like at 3 p.m. as school was letting out. I'm not like a creep. This was an accident. I wasn't planning. I was like at the top of the block, like 2:59 and go. Like, hey, what's up, boys and girls? What are we doing? Okay?
Yeah, he just had to let everyone know that he was just walking past the schools by coincidence, and that he doesn't just go there because he wants to see kids. Now guys, we end things off today with Dave Smith being pretty funny with an analogy that he makes. He makes a reference to a speaker and how the speaker sounds too casual and nonchalant about really serious and tragic things. He then made a joke about what he would imagine this speaker saying.
It's just like, who would talk about mass murder that way? I mean, it's like talking about slavery, and you're like, well, I just think overall this is an inefficient way to get cotton. And you're like, Jesus, dude, like, and you're head abolitionist.
Yeah, the example was pretty crazy. It got Joe Rogan laughing as well. He seemed to find it pretty hilarious. Dave Smith was making a good point, but damn, he really didn't hold back with that example. Anyways, everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time.